Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. And it's been a long time, okay? It's been a long time since I have reviewed this show, okay? Because it kept getting on my nerve. I think as well as everybody else's nerve or whatever, we're going to hope that this season isn't a train wreck like all the other seasons. I'm trying to find my notes. And Lord, please make sure I sent my notes to myself because I can't say what happened if I can't see my notes. But I hope everybody had a great Thursday. Okay. Now look, I know yesterday I said today we were going to have a live watch along for Aura. Okay, for Aura of the Kelly, who did an interview with this lady. And I went and found it, and I was like, I ain't got time for that. Because it wasn't just like a flat out interview that she had up there. It was like her doing commentary to it. And I was like, I don't have time to sit and cut out everything she's saying to get what he's saying. I don't have time for all that, so we're gonna leave it be. If she was to post the audio with it, we could do that, but I can't, It's like it's a no ma'am. Okay, it's a no ma'am. Anyway, so I was like, well, I guess I'll just get him, married at first sight because I was going to review it anyway. This just happens to be a live. Okay, now this would not be long, and usually coming up for the look, you're not loving marriage of Married at First Sight. I don't think I'm going to keep doing live reviews unless the views are there for one. I think Married at First Sight will always be a premiere that probably will come up like on Friday mornings, okay? But because I didn't have nothing else for today, that's why right now we are doing this live. I know tomorrow I will have up Growing Up Hip Hop as a premiere or whatever and whatnot. Now, I have to tie my hair up, y'all. But y'all know to do a couple things first. Okay, make sure that you have already subscribed to my channel to become a whole JayBird, JayBird, ... It's the thing to do. Okay, because if you around here, you probably around here all the time. And so just come on around here and be a JayBird. Okay, don't be around stalking us or whatever. And you don't want to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Okay, follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG and Twitter. Okay, so if you around here on a regular basis, which most of y'all are, okay, make sure to do your due diligence. Okay, do your due diligence. Okay, I'm hoping my signal will stop being stupid because I keep seeing this on one and I'm like, oh, you're dumb. I probably need to reset my modem, but guess what I had to do? reset my modem because I just walked in the house about 14 minutes ago. But that ain't why we here. Okay, I'm trying to move stuff around to y'all. I'm trying to get myself together. Thank y'all to those who are here for this live. Okay, thank y'all who will be watching the real the play. Yes, another new season. I didn't watch season 15 at all. I don't believe. I don't even recall the last set of people honey, it's been a long time. It's been a while. Okay, so yeah, but this is another season. New people. So I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and try to review. Oh, girl, we got. Hi, hello, y'all. Hello to the people. Okay, I'm taking these braids out this weekend, y'all. So I can get them again. Okay, so how you look. Okay, but yes, good that you covered this foolishness. And I'm like, I just wonder if it's going to be, a train wreck or if it will be some success. Because, we can't act like Married at First Sight hasn't made a couple of successful couples, okay? But we know not every season is going to produce Armani and Woody, okay? Deanna and Greg. That ain't gonna happen all the time. So, it's okay for us to know that sometimes it's gonna be a train wreck, but sometimes it may be great. Okay, but hi to the people. Hello, my. That's my. Okay. I see it's pausing, y'all. We're gonna just work our way through it. Usually, if I stay on screen long enough, it'll just work its way up to being a strong signal. Okay. Hey, glad you're back with the show. I know, right? Because my reviews, I'm popping on screen. My reviews for Married at First Sight, in my opinion, have always been great. Okay, because I crack jokes, I come up with nicknames and all of that stuff and whatnot. So, I'm glad to be back as well. And again, because it's all new people, I'm like, it's great. Okay, but hey to the folks, last season was a mess, honey, and I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about it because I didn't pay none of attention, okay? Maybe Kristen Page. Oh, Lord Jesus, Kristen Page. Oh, Lord. Kristen Page, in my opinion, had to be the worst because it carried on throughout the whole. I'm like, it just kept going and going and going until decision day and the freaking reunion. So it was crazy to me. Kristen Page, okay? For those of y'all who do not watch Married at First Sight and y'all only here to see me, look, this again is season 16. I think they were saying how in all 16 seasons is currently maybe like 13 couples who are still married. Girl, that's not a lot. Considering they had a whole bunch of people. But it's like whatever. It's whatever. I don't watch the show. I always say I'm going to watch it and don't, but I'm here to listen. I would say this. You have to be a person who've already watched the prior seasons to really even want to watch the new seasons. I've watched enough Married at First Sight to where I don't mind watching it. I know already what part is going to frustrate me. I know already what part is going to piss me off. I know what part is going to make me be like, oh, my God, I'm skipping. So if you have not been a watcher of it, if you start watching now, it probably won't be as good to you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, girl, what's going on right here? Okay. But we have new couples. So y'all, this is my aggravation with Married at First Sight. Married at First Sight, which is on season 16, is a 2-hour each episode each week is 2 hours. And the bigger issue I have every season is that when it's 2 hours and we don't get all the weddings, is stupid to me. When it's 2 hours and we do not get all of the storyline in the beginning, is stupid to me. I feel like for this to be season 16, y'all should know by now, hey, we should know how to handle the weddings to where we not getting a lot of BS for the first 4 episodes. So that is my main aggravation. So anybody who don't watch the show, if you start watching it, it's gonna piss you off because you're like, man, why is it? It's 2 hours and I don't get the wedding. What? So that because it's 5 couples who the people put together. So The weddings really could be done in 2 episodes. Really. The wedding can be 2 episodes. The reception can be 2 episodes. And then on to the honeymoon. We don't need the wedding to last 3 episodes out of 2 hours. It's stupid. It's dumb. So I always watch Married at First Sight on my DVR. I do not watch it live. I have to fast forward through the commercials. I have to fast forward through what I don't care about and whatnot. So yeah, it's a no ma'am, no sir. Okay. But seeing the new fat couples, I said again, is this gonna be a train wreck or will it be a success? So I am sacrificing 2 to 3 hours of my day. And that's why I said this show, I probably won't do many lives for. It'll probably be a premiere. So those who want to watch it can. Those who don't have to, whatever. And the premiere will usually come up on Fridays and not Thursdays. I need time to watch it. But yeah, it's a 2-hour show and it's whatever. But let's get into the couples. Okay. First up, we have Nicole and Chris. People come on this show every season, and I try not to judge them and say who I don't like off rip because they may not be that bad, and then they end up being bad or whatever. Nicole, I think, will be the person who was going to aggravate me a little bit, because she already kind of aggravated me a little bit already. Not bad though, not bad at all. But I think she may be the one that I may be like, girl, be quiet. Nicole is 32 years old. Okay. She says she is a bitch with a big heart. Okay. Even when she's a loving person, she's still a bit sassy. I said, oh, sassy, you don't say? Does that mean you're rude? Okay. Now, she's from New York. Okay. And her mom is Italian. Her mom is Italian. No, was it? I don't know. One parent is Italian, the other one is Jewish. Okay, they divorced or whatever. Her dog is a Libra like her. Okay, her dog is her baby. And I was like, Jesus. Y'all know I'm not a pet person at all. Okay, not a pet person at all. But what I do know is her and that dog. Do dogs have signs? I didn't know dogs have signs. I don't know pets. I'm like, your dog is a Libra? I mean, does human horoscopes go with dogs and animals? I don't know. Anyway, again, she's from New York. She moved to Nashville. They're in Nashville this season. She says dating has not been going well for her. That when things are going bad, when it's a bad relationship, or when red flags pop up or whatever, when there's things that she knows she should let go of, no. She tried to make it work harder. She tried to make the red flags go away and shit to work out. And I'm like, ma'am, that's no, don't do that, okay? That's nothing to do. So she brought up how she's looking forward to finding a husband who will be her dog's new father. I was like, oh, okay, Luke. Anyway, she also tells her friends that she's getting married. Friends, I'm getting married. And they're all shocked because each time I feel like sometimes the family and friend do know they are married at first sight, and sometimes they find out when they tell them, hey, I'm getting married in 2 weeks. Oh, bitch, you're married at first sight? Oh, okay. So the friend like, what? You getting married in 2 weeks to a stranger? Really? Okay. The one friend said you should never buy a car without test drive. I said, girl, it was a guy. But you should not. You should never buy a car before you test drive it. Okay, because you have to know how the gear shaft works, which means you shouldn't marry somebody you have not had sex with, because what if the penis is horrible? And she said, well, I would just teach him, because bad dick is not divorce worthy. I said, girl, depending on how bad it is, you never know. Now, Chris is 36. Again, she is 32. He's 36. Chris, 32 years old. Okay. Again, he's Mr. Nice Guy. So not putting the sassy lady from New York with the nice guy. Anyway, he says he's never lived with a woman before. He also has a dog. He said, I'm not a mean person. I'm so nice. Okay. I like making people laugh. I do impressions. The impressions were not that good. Okay, doing Sylvester Stallone from a movie and doing Arnold Schwarzenegger from a movie does not mean you're an impressionist. Okay? But he seemed nice. Chris really does seem nice, which makes me wonder: is there other side to him that we have not seen yet? I don't know, but he does seem really, really nice. Okay, now he said he's a very selfless person and he feel like he has been taken advantage of in the past or whatever. He picks horrible partners. He thinks divorce means failure. His parents are divorced. So he like, I just want somebody who wants to be married. I just want some happiness. I just want some happiness in my life. I said, oh, that's so nice. So Chris seemed really nice. Where Nicole feel like or seemed like eventually she's going to be a bitch. Okay, eventually she's gonna be a bitch. We're not gonna like her, not for because of any other reason besides you're being mean to Chris. You're gonna be pouty or a brat or sassy for no reason or whatever. I'm not girl about. Now when he told his friend that he's getting married or whatever, oh friend, you're the nicest person on earth. You think girls think you're too nice and that's why you haven't met anybody in life or whatever? Chris, I absolutely do. Yes, I do. Okay. I get tired of hearing that nice guy finish last. I want to finish first. Okay. I want to find a match who was as proud to have me as their husband. I was like, that's a nice thing. Because I think he feels like he's worthy and no one else sees him as worthy of being worthy or whatever. And so he wants someone to just appreciate him. Now, do I think they are going to make it? I don't know. As long as she don't, go too hard. What's on my shirt? Oh, the same. I'm like, what's on my shirt? Sit down. It's the thing. As long as she doesn't like try to run him into the ground, it could possibly work. Hopefully, he'll be so nice that she won't be so sassy. That's what I'm hoping. Okay. Now, next up, we have Kirsten and Shaquille. I'm like, not Shaq. Bald head Shaq. Okay. Kristen, who is Miss Great Expectation. I was like, no, please, not expectations, okay? She is a self-proclaimed picky person. I've been picky my whole life, be it food, clothes, weather, whatever it is. I am picky by nature, always have been, okay? She also brings up how she has high standards for the men she dates, that she has degrees in this and that and the other, and she also she does real estate, and so she wants her mate to match her success or her drive or just her, her quality in life as a person who got their shit together, work-wise or degree-wise or whatever. She told her was her mom, a friend, and somebody else when she told that she's getting married in 14 days. They were all shocked. Her family was all shocked, but they were happy. Okay, very, very happy. Her mom brought up how I just hope her mom was crying. I just hope she found love because I'm saying she really deserves it. The people she's been with or whatever has been on some bullshit. My daughter's a ball of fire, but again, I just hope for the best for what she's doing. Now, Kirsten, something she said later on made me go, what? But I'm gonna wait to get to that. But overall, right now, I think she cool. Right now, I like her. Right now, it's chill out. Okay, I don't have nothing bad to say about her right now. Okay, but something from later on, I was like, ma'am. And I also feel like you can't, because the fact that I'm gonna wait till the end or whatever. Okay, and I think she comes from her mama got like she made like 3 kids or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, Shaquille. Shaq, okay, who keeps calling himself Dapper somebody, and the name I'm like, I think was it Dapper Daniel? No, Dapper Dylan. I'm like, who is Dapper Dylan? Your name is Shaquille. Is your name Shaquille Dylan? I don't know. Anyway, Shaquille, who is the devout workaholic. Okay, he is 31 years old. Okay, again, she's 32, 31. He said he has been through a whole lot in life. How he was in a car accident with his whole family when he was 7 years old. They all were thrown from the car but survived. Thank God. Okay, this was scars or whatever. But again, that happened when he was 7. He said because that happened, because he had to go through recuperation, this and that and that and this, that. Oh, Dapper Dillard. Oh, because I'm like, who the fuck is Dillard? I'm like, why he keep on saying Dapper? I'm like, who is Dillard? I'm like, that don't make no. Okay, Dapper Dillard. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, because I was so confused. But he brings up because of the car accident, and how he wasn't able to play sports because of his injuries or whatnot, for a while. He focused on academics or whatever. He's now a current teacher at Tennessee State University. He's also working on getting his doctorate. So he's also successful in the way of education and things, just like Kirsten. Okay, he also brought up how dating is hard because when you work in teaching or whatever, sometimes you're moving around for this and for that. And so it's hard to be like in one place and whatever. And, so that's whatever. Okay. He said he was always in these long distance relationships. Okay. Because he was so busy working. And now he just wants to get married and he wants to be forced to settle down and to slow down. When he said he wants to get married, to basically force himself to have the stuff. I'm like, sir, you couldn't do that without getting a strange wife. And I mean strange because you don't know her. You had to get a stranger wife to sit down. It's stupid. It's dumb. Okay. And when he told his friends that he was getting married in 2 weeks, they said, really? They were confused. The fact that they were so confused bothers me because it makes me wonder, what's wrong with Shaq? What's going on with Shaq? They him saying, they're like, are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah, because I'm tired of being alone. The point to getting married should never be because you're tired of being alone. Because you can get married and still be lonely. So I need folk to want to get married for other reasons besides companionship. Get a dog, get a goldfish, go visit the senior citizens at the old folks' home. Get a buddy, my buddy, wherever I go. I just don't see people who say, I don't want to be lonely no more. So let me go get married to a stranger. It's like shit can go real left this way, but I'm gonna leave that be whatever. Okay. Now, next up we have Dominique and McKinley. I hate how both of their names are spelled. Okay, because her look like Dom Wynique. His is like McKinley. I don't like it. I don't like how either of their names are spelled. It makes me angry. Now Dominique is 25 years old. Yes, she is 25 years old, and she says she's an old soul. Okay, how she is an old soul because she feels like she's much more mature than other folks her age. How she watched her mom raise her, and work really, really hard to support her child and whatever. So she felt the need to kind of grow up and be very responsible. So her mama did not have to worry about her, like, what I'm saying? She did not want her mama having to worry about her too much. So again, she just grew up real fast. I guess so. Yeah. She reminded me of Virginia from a couple seasons ago. Who was like the drinker. Okay. She also brought up how her mom, she said her mom said, was it that? No, she told them she was getting married. Okay. Her mom said, look, is you ready? Is you ready? I think you ready. I think you're ready, my child. The men you dated were not. So the mama was happy, basically. Okay. But she still felt like the guys in your life was not ready. I think the daughter not ready. Because she's like a party girl. And she called her mom on the phone is what it was. But she told her two friends, I'm getting married. Okay. But she still wants to be around here hanging out and having, little girl parties or whatever. Her little, little hangout. Them saying, little girl time, party time, dun 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 dun. I'm like, when you get married, you can't be you should not be getting married thinking about hanging out with your friends. Like, that's dumb, in my opinion. Okay. Now, she said, I know when I get married, it means girlfriends hangout time will have to change. But we still happy for all this stuff and blah, 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 blah. When the friend said to her, marrying a stranger is not the worst thing you've done with a stranger. I said, that, so she out here, girl. I said, she is out of fucking strangers. Some of these people are casted, need to find themselves first before marrying someone. Every season that happens. But that's the fun part. That's why we ask ourselves every season, will it be a train wreck or a success? Because some people come on here and they are ready. Some come on here and they not ready. And some come on here and it be, Lord, it be who casted these people on this damn show. Ever since that whole craziness that happened with Chris, with him, Chris, who had a pregnant ex, it was foolishness. Chris seemingly deceived everyone into thinking he was ready and was casted on the show, and then around and just made us all mad. I do think since that season with Chris and Paige, they have actively tried to get people who not tricking them. Okay? Because Chris tricked everybody. He tricked everybody. Well, not us. Because once we saw the season, we like, oh, he's an asshole. That's what he is. Okay? Now, McKinley. Or I don't know. I'm gonna call him McKinley, okay? He is 34 years old. He's the introverted dreamer. I said, sir, you made that shit up. You made it up. Yeah, Chris and Paige nearly destroyed the whole franchise because people kept thinking like, who casted Chris? How did he ever make it on the show? And not only that, the ex was on the show for an episode or so. It was crazy. Insane. It was like, I was like, what? And that's why some folk who started watching like either that season before, it was that season, I think before and after, because at one point it was also, I could have a whole video on I may do a video about the train wreck people from the show. I don't know. Because Chris and Paige was bad. It was another guy who was bad, who was fussing with everybody all the damn time. Elijah Wan was bad. You know what I'm saying? It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. But again, McKinley is 34. Now he's from Flint. He moved to Tennessee 4 months ago, looking for love, and he's already on Married at First Sight. Okay, he's also living with the family, a childhood family. People he known since childhood. He living with them. I'm like, let me get it straight. You from Flint, so you escaped Flint, moved to Tennessee 4 months ago to Nashville 4 months ago. You're living with family friends, and you're now trying to get married. I'm like, sir, you don't even have a house. Where y'all gonna come home to? Where? What's gonna happen? Yeah, Brandon from season 10. Matt the Tar, yes. And both men were attractive as well. So, those are two horrible people. But McKinley is, girl, I think it's McKinley. He's telling the people he's living with that he's getting married. I'm like, why you didn't call your family? Like, you don't talk on the phone? I don't know. He brings up how at first he's an introvert. He then is, because he's shy. But once he hit a no fuck or whatever, he's outgoing and I say not fun, outgoing and sassy. Not sassy. I do not ever want a man to refer to themselves as sassy. That's just weird. No tea, no shade. It's weird. Okay. Now he's the youngest of 3 kids. His parents have been married for 45 years. His other siblings are married too. He, on the other hand, dropped out of college. He's working his own weed business. He's getting into the weed of it all or whatever, okay? Which can be very lucrative. It can be very, very lucrative, okay? Now, he was dating someone for 3 years. This was crazy. He said, I was dating somebody for 3 years. And we're dating. We're headed towards marriage. And then she sent me a text message with a ring on. And he said, oh, that's a great ring for an engagement. Okay, are you looking for a ring? And she said, oh, no, I'm engaged. So his girlfriend told him via text message that she was engaged to someone else after they were dating for 3 years. I said, that's sad. So again, he's still hurt. He was like, so it was so hard. I was so sad. I was sad. Okay. So he's now trying to settle down with somebody. He wants to be married like his parents, like his, siblings or whatever. He just wants to be in love. I was like, this ain't gonna work. Because she's such a party girl. I feel like he ain't gonna want to party all the time with her, and that's gonna bring some drama. So yeah, this is it's crazy. I don't like it. Now, next up, who do we have? Oh, Clint and Gina. I don't know why they both remind me of a vagina. I don't know why. Gina is 35 years old. Okay, she says she is very spontaneous. Okay, how she owns her own salon. She's also a hairstylist, and she decided to do this show because it's spontaneous. Okay, and she thought it would just be, something to do. Okay, she brought up how she had an ex or whatever, who she thought was the one, but he broke up with her. Okay, and so now she's on the show looking for love in all the wrong places. Okay, now she brought up how the men in Nashville, just don't want to commit. They don't want to commit here in Nashville because I feel like they may be intimidated because I have my own business or whatever. I'm a business woman. I agree. Gina gives up. My note said she gave answers that I feel like she wrote down to say later. She fully gave me, girl, I'm just around that background. It's fine. I meant to make it translucent. She, how did I forget to do that? I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, the answer she gave to me, it has sounded like she practiced them. Okay, and she looked just so put together, and my shop, and blah 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 blah. And I don't mean she seemed like a cool person or whatever, little bit. But a part of me just have to see is she really here to get married and stay married, or is she pulling who somebody else was like, I came here to see if it work out. If it doesn't, not a big thing. It was a guy who we felt like a couple seasons ago who came on here to promote his like weight loss or his weight, his like gym or whatever. She reminded me of someone like that who's on here to kind of promote themselves. Okay, and if the marriage works, it works, but if not, it's fine. So she told her mom, and I think it was somebody else with her mom, and she getting married. They were happy, but they asked her, will you put the time in that would take for the marriage to work? Because she said she knowingly never really, puts the time in to make stuff work for her, relationship or whatever, because she's always work. I said, well, that could be why you're not married. But all of her answers, just to me, sounded like someone who knew what to say to make it sound good. Okay, and I was like, ma'am, yes, white Zach. I hated white Zach. I also hated the fact that he was on there and the lady who he was married to, like, put up with the shit of him. I reviewed that season. Okay, those are seasons that I did review. But anyway, Clint is 40. So Clint is 40. She's 35. Clint says he is a professional life liver who loves exploring new things in life. Clint is bored. Clint is bored. He ain't got shit else to do. And he felt like, well, if I can get a wife, I can get a wife. Okay. He owns a boat. I own a boat. I love boats. We love boating. Okay. We love sailing. My whole lifestyle is sailing. I'm a captain of my own journey. Okay. And my whole family's into sailing or whatever. I want my wife. I'm like, sir, fuck that boat. Okay. That boat, leave me alone. Okay, he brought up how he also started flying planes because he loved Top Gun. I'm looking like, see, I'm like, he's already aggravating me. Okay, now he brings up how he was in a 4-year relationship, but she felt like she wasn't being herself, like she was kind of compromising who she was for him. And for that reason, she broke up with him. And I can see that happening because I feel like He's the kind of person, because him saying public on camera, let's see if the camera, stops being stupid. He was saying, in my opinion, I want someone in my life who does what I like. I want her to like sing like me. He wants someone to be like him and do what he wants. So I can imagine him being with somebody, and in life he felt like, well, she felt like she was changing who she was to be who he thought she should be. And she realized that ain't who I am. And then she said, I have to break up with you. Okay. He told, who was it? His friends, he's getting married. They all were shocked but supportive. I also feel like they just men who around here bored and feel like, it's whatever. Get married, work out. No. You can try to get a new sailor mates on this show, or if not, you own the show, just doing whatever. Okay. I was like, okay, Clint, maybe Clint reminds me of a vagina. Lastly, is the lastly? Yes. The last couple we have, Jasmine, and I think it's Airris. I was like, sir, what are you doing here? Sir, why are you here? Okay, now let's start with Airris. Okay, Airris is 39, and you see his thing is he's reformed and ready for love. I digress. Okay, because I'm like, no one believes you. I don't. I felt like, something just ain't right. And it's somehow, I don't know. He said the one time this fool right here, he said the one time I opened myself up for love about 10 years ago, it backfired on me and I got hurt. I said, oh, fuck no, abort the mission, abort the mission, leave, run. Anyone who say the one time I tried to find love, it hurt me, and that was 10 years ago, and I've been right here hoeing the whole time, he not ready. This is not Woody and Amani. Because Woody was also someone on the season with Woody and Amani and Will and Karen, that season. Woody was someone we fully felt like, oh, he's gonna be on some bullshit. Because people felt like Woody wasn't ready because he had been living life. Okay. I'm like, I don't know if that's this, because no, the one time I opened myself up, I got hurt. And for the past 10 years, I've been out here just stroking or whatever. I was like, abort mission, run, stop, get out. Please, girl, run. Okay, anyway. He says his guard has been up ever since. He never thought marriage was possible because, his father died back in 94 and he never had a stepfather who stuck around. Meaning my mama did not, have anyone in her life that she, that made me see, oh, this is what a relationship, a long-standing thing is like. And I was like, again, abort. Abort. Because does he have any idea of how a successful or just how a relationship is supposed to be? I was like, no, I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all. He brought up how he kept looking for the perfect person. I want someone perfect who was like this and that and this and that. He said, but I realized over the years, I now realize, okay, that there is no perfect person. I'm not perfect. Okay, because I'm also a flawed individual, so I can't expect someone to be, great, and I'm a fucked up person. Okay, so he said, so now because I realize now that there is no perfect person, now I'm ready for love. And I said, sir, wrong show. Okay, I was like, no, don't do it. I just don't. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't. He told his mama, from some friends and a cousin, hey, I'm getting married in 2 weeks. They laughed and were shocked. They found you a match, not you. When your family is like seriously saying they found you a match, like someone for you, on Earth. Okay. I was like, abort mission. Like, producers, put the plug now. And again, that's when I said, bruh, is this going to be a train wreck or a success? Because these, I was like, I don't know. Okay. Now his cousin, who's there as well, the cousin, like, look, I think he lacked the cousin said, I feel like he lacked the experiences from a traditional relationship. He's never even lived with a woman. Okay. Going from playing the field to getting married is extreme. Okay. You've never been in a serious relationship. How do you go from that to marriage? I was like, red flags. When the cousin is against it like that, I'm like, okay, she know my cousin ain't shit. Okay. And he feel like, well, this is the shit I need to get that. Like, I know I've never had any of that. Okay. But I'm going to put myself in it. So I'm forcing myself to be around here. And I was like, oh my God, it's going to be this right here. Is going to be something to see. Okay. He looked right here like, you're going to want to just pop him in the throat. And the cousin said, don't do this. The cousin knows shit we don't know. Okay. We should listen to the cousin. Okay. And anyway, we have Jasmine. Okay. Jasmine is 31. She's a beauty queen, like with titles and shit. Okay. She won like Miss Tennessee or Miss, I don't know, Miss somebody. She won a few Miss somebodies. Okay. She's an actual beauty queen. And she said she's also a busy cheerleading coach. She out here tumbling and shit. Okay. She's like, I'm single because I'm stubborn and I do not put enough time aside to really be with somebody. I know why I'm single. Okay. I know it. Now, she got her cousins at cousins night. Okay. I'm getting married. I said, oh, okay. Now, her thing is a queen without a king. And I was like, why did y'all put her with ours? It's like, is y'all trying to pull a whole Kirsten Page again? She's very close with her family. They're very happy for her. Okay, they're all excited for her. And they're like, you deserve to be happy, you deserve love, whatever. Because the men you dated, the men you've been with has been some ass. So I'm like, hopefully one of them ain't Airris. Let's hope he's not an ex. Or just someone she banged one damn time, okay? And Jasmine brings up how she, kept getting baby fever. Okay. And how because she did, she went and got dogs. She got 4 dogs. I was like, girl, that's a doggy group home. When she said, I was like, what? To say whenever I got baby fever, I would go get dogs. And I now have 4. I was like, girl, that's a kennel. Okay. It's a doggy group home. It's a kennel. It's a stay for all the dogs. 4 dogs, in my opinion, is a lot of dogs. Okay. You only she's only 31. Well, girl, how you have room for 4 dogs? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Now, we do see all of the people meet up. Okay? We know how they have all the men meet up. They have all the women meet up or whatever. So all the men meet up. They were kind of boring to me or whatever. Okay, but then they was sitting around there for pizza and beer and whatnot. Okay, the women also met up too. Okay, they sitting around here doing what they do. Okay, and whatnot. Okay, I just want to. I don't know the names. I need to know the names. Okay, so Airris, y'all see the names, right? Okay, Airris asked, when was the last time y'all had sex? Again, the men are all together, and separately, y'all know the women are all together. They're not all together, okay? But he asked the men, when was the last time y'all had sex? Now, McKinley said, who the dude from Clint, oh, it's been about a year. Okay. Airris and Clint, well, Airris first said, well, it's been about 2 weeks. Clint didn't admit to this, it's been 2 times too. I was like, so y'all was in the process of wanting to be married at first sight. And while in the process of being married at first sight, y'all was fucking other people. Like, that's how you know you not ready to be married. Because If you can't stop fucking for the possibility of finding your wife, you not ready. Y'all couldn't even wait to not be chosen. Y'all just kept fucking. Because one dude, I can't think of which one it was. One dude said, I wasn't chosen yet. I was like, nigga, but you in the process. What the fuck? Okay, I was like, see, red flags, red, and red flags all up and through. I was like, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, you was at least in the semi-final round of being married. I feel like anyone on this show who has had sex within the past month, are you really ready? Once you apply for the shit, why are you still having sex? I feel like if you're going to apply for this kind of show, you should at least try to not give your wife dick away right before we marry. I would love it if my stranger at the altar husband told me the minute I signed up for this, I stopped fucking people. Because in case I did not want to be out here having sex right before, I get married. I might, once I watch the show and I will find out that my husband was having sex while applying for the show, I was like, oh, so you wasn't for real. You wasn't for real because you were still fucking people. I was like, get out my damn face, okay? Because you knew I was stupid. Anyway, but I was talking about what was it? Oh, they're open to sex on the wedding night. Most of them said yes. Shaquille said, I don't know, whatever. But they also kind of all said that it depends on the woman. If she wants to, it's cool. I think Shaquille was the only one who said, we just met, so do we have to fuck so fast or whatever? But all of them mainly said, it's up to the lady, but if they open for it, I'm gonna poke her. Okay. Now the women met up too. Okay. They met up and stuff. And when they met up, now when Dominique said she was 25, Nicole was like, oh, the 25. Oh, really? Okay. That's so young. That is so young for her. She was in the confession. That's so young. I would never have wanted to get married at that age. I would never. Oh, but I was like, see, the judge and all right. I feel like the fact that she's, 25, you in your 30s, I was like, leave the lady be. It ain't about what you want to do. Okay, leave it alone, whatever. Now, Gina brings up how gorgeous Kirsten is. Oh, she's gorgeous. She's confident. Okay, you know what? She don't need a man who's very, he has to hold his own with her. He has to hold his own to balance her out. I'm like, was that an insult? Does she know she's beautiful? Or does she talk about it so much that you feel like whoever she's with will have to handle how much she thinks of herself, which sometimes can get, a little bit aggravating. I don't know. Now, we see Nicole talks a lot. I wasn't listening that much. I was like, girl, just hush. Please be quiet. Now, Dominique brings up how she loves her girls' nights out. She loves hanging out. She loves her friends or whatever. Hang out, whatever. And I just love that, whatever. Now, Kirsten, who we said, we like, I said, do I? Because she made me mad. Kirsten said in a confessional, as a wife, you're supposed to be at home cooking, rubbing your man's feet, catering to him, and enjoying your marriage. If you're always with your girls, you might not keep your husband. I was like, not the wife you're supposed to be at home cooking and rubbing his feet and catering to him. I just felt like, what? Really? Okay. I mean, that's not how I would want to describe my marriage. It would never be about me. Oh, I'm at home because I'm a wife. I better no. He can cook too. He can cook. We are a group. It's us. It's me and him. Okay. I was like, no, I just did not like her making it seem as if, as a wife, you have to be out here and catering to your husband. I was like, get out my damn face. Now, Nicole, no, they then discussed sex. Okay. And they all said, look, all he need to know is how to use whatever it is he got down there. And if you don't have that one down there, you need to, compensate with his mouth or whatever it was. Compensate with whatever you need to do to get me to get off. Okay. Nicole said that she has not had sex since she got the naturals, and she's ready for honeymoon. Which means she probably will fuck her husband. Y'all know my rule. Well, if you don't know, you don't know. I feel like if you come on this show, and if you get married, and if you and the husband are attracted to each other, I don't see nothing wrong with testing the dick out on the honeymoon night. You my husband. You're my husband now. I would get it out the way. You don't have to, but ain't nothing wrong with getting out the way on that. Okay. Now we then seen them go wedding dress shopping, boring, because we only seen Kirsten and Shaquille. That's who we all saw shopping for the wedding stuff. But their wedding will be what we see at the end of this episode and also the next one. They also have their bachelor and bachelorette parties or whatever, also kind of boring, whatever. The lady strippers, they had within cowgirl outfits or whatever. The male dancers wearing like little speedos or whatnot. Now, Dominique and Nicole were enjoying the strippers the most, the male dancers. Dominique gonna have some explaining to do, because Dominique was allowing that man to do body shots out of her titties, and at one point kept talking to the stripper, okay, and kind of showing him her titties a little bit, because if you're talking to somebody or whatever, oh my god, I left. Oh, you're opening your shirt, you're looking down your shirt, but you also know they can see down your shirt too. I say, Dominique, girl, what are you doing? But she's a party girl. She reminds me of Virginia. It's gonna be something. I don't know what. A train wreck or a success, it's gonna be something. Now the men were talking or whatever about how they were on dating apps or whatever. And when they was kind of saying, whoever was saying that they kind of got off the dating apps, Airris said he snoozed the dating apps. I said, nigga, what? Airris literally said on camera, hey, I'm getting married. I was also fucking 2 weeks ago, and I did not cancel or take off any dating apps. I just snoozed all of it. Not you snooze them. Airris is a walking red flag. And I can't even imagine how this shit gonna go down. I don't know. I don't know who idea it was to put a pageant queen with in my opinion, self-proclaimed playboy who was having sex 2 weeks ago. I was like, please don't do it. Because you snoozed dating apps. Was fucking 2 weeks ago. Okay? And I'm just like, sir, I don't trust you. I don't trust Airris. I don't trust Dominique. I don't trust Clint. And I'm still still out on Gina if she's here for love or if she's here for promotion of her business or whatever. And Nicole, girl, don't you be a bitch. Don't you be bitchy. Please don't do it. Now, the first couple that we see is going to get married is going to be Kirsten and Shaquille. Okay. And, her dad did not want to get COVID tested. This is crazy to me. Her father refused to be COVID tested to come on the show and to do the wedding. Everyone had to be COVID tested. The dad did not want to do it, so he's missing his daughter's wedding. Her mama showed up, okay, late, but she was still there. And she was happy to at least have her mama there on her wedding day. Now, Shaq was with groomsmen, and they're crying a little bit. Zach, Shaq Shaquille is overwhelmed. He's scared. He's excited. He's all these emotions. He's nervous. Okay. He wasn't crying like, oh my God, this is fucked up. He was crying because he was just anxious about, I need this to work. Okay. I'm tired of being alone and I need this to work. And this is the start of whatever, and blah, 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 blah. Okay. And I'm happy he also had his boys there to just, be his little backbone. Okay, that was great. Now, of course, we have to wait until next week to see the damn wedding, which I always feel like that's why we hate the show. Because, again, 2 hours, nothing. I mean, hour one, get to this girl. So next week, which will be and I know next week won't be all 5 weddings. So the weddings are going to last like 2. The wedding, the reception, and them being told about a honeymoon is going to take next 4 episodes. And that's aggravating to me. So next week's episode, we'll get the one wedding. They'll then probably show, if not one, probably 2 more people wedding shopping, and then one other wedding. So again, it's dumb. And guys, it's welfare or whatever. It's stupid. Anyway, y'all, I'm done. Now, again, who do we think will be the train wreck of the season? Nicole and Chris, Kirsten and Shaquille, Dominique and McKinley, Gina and Clint, or Jasmine and Airris. Girl, I really feel like Airris gonna show his ass and whatnot, and Jasmine ain't gonna like it or whatever. It's gonna be some fireworks and stuff. Okay. I think Clint gonna try to force Gina to be a sailor's wife, and she ain't gonna like it. I think she's not gonna want to mess her hair up. Shaquille and Kirsten could possibly make it. Honestly, they could. When she was getting ready for the wedding and they were asking her, like, oh, what would you not want? You know what I'm saying? She was saying, I like a man with like a low cut fade, have a beard. And like, what do we bald? Oh, I don't think I want a bald husband. I'm like, man, but it's her being picky. It's her being picky. And I'm like, that can be her downfall. Because you single because you're so fucking picky. So they picked you someone who seems to be a great guy. I don't want her to ruin this man's life. Okay, that's why I put up on here. That's why I use them as the cover thing, because I feel like this could be a train wreck or a success. And to me, it's going to be based on if she's able to accept him and his bald head. Because you can't be saying or whatever. And even when they were talking, her and her friend were talking before she went in, they're like, okay, so what's going to be the signal if you don't like him? But I was like, no. And when she said how if I don't like him, I would probably only let him kiss me on my cheek. And I think somebody got kissed on the cheek. And I'm looking like, why? I mean, he's not bad looking, y'all. He really, really isn't or whatever. He's tall, suave, debonair, okay? His friends is cute. His bald head seemed clean. He looked like he smelled good. I'm like, if y'all gonna come on these shows, allow the experts, to do their job and at least attempt to get to know the person they matched you with. But we shall see. Anyway, y'all, I hope y'all have already subscribed to my channel. I hope y'all have already liked the video. Have y'all liked the video? Please make sure to like the video. Okay. I will be doing reviews every week. I don't know if I will always do a live every week or whatever. Again, it depends on the views, but if nothing else, it will be a premiere that will premiere on Friday mornings and stuff. Okay. Now, I'm about to watch Growing Up Hip Hop. Growing Up Hip Hop will also probably be a premiere for tomorrow. but I don't think I want to go live when I get home tomorrow. I think I'm going to be off live tomorrow because on Saturday we have to do Love at the Lockup Live and whatever. Okay, also, I need to take my braids out. So I need to take my braids down. But thank y'all for watching. Okay, again, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, to like the video, follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, also Twitter. Y'all know to comment in the comment section, to also share the video, and y'all know to be loved, to be blessed, to be safe, and all that stuff. I will talk to y'all later because there's always things to discuss. And we shall see the next time I'm on camera. I don't know when. But again, love you all. I gotta go. Bye.